Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Welcome back, dear brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, going forward on our class 10 covering Madina book 2. As we mentioned in our previous class that we're going to use the verb dhahaba in our class today. So before we proceed to the main class, we're just going to conjugate and just revise ourselves. So in the past tense, this is Madi, Dhahaba, which means he went. So it's a three-letter word, Fa'al Thulathi, Fa'al Mujarrad, and in the pure form it is Huwa, Dhahaba. So we're looking for Fa'al and Fa'il. So always we look Fa'il after the Fa'al. Huma Dhahaba, Hum Dhahabu, Hiya Dhahabat, Huma Dhahabata. From Hunna, the Lam Kalima will get the Sukoon and the Noon of the mutaharrik pronouns. The part of the pronoun is attached, that becomes the fa'il, and that's the marfu form. That's the marfu form of the damir. So it's dhahabna, dhahabta, dhahabtuma, dhahabtum, dhahabti, dhahabtum, dhahabtunna, ana dhahabtu, nahnu dhahabna. So if I ask you, what is he went? So he went will be dhahaba. So what is I went? So I went will be dhahabtu. Dhahabtu. So if I say they male went, all of them male went. So male will be hum. Hum will be dhahabu. Dhahabu. She went will be dhahabat. And if I say they all female went, so it will be dhahabna. So this is how we need to relate. We need to use appropriate verb for the appropriate sentence, inshallah. So we know when we write, we always write the fa'il and then the fa'il comes afterwards in Arabic. But how are we learning to understand Arabic and also as well translate in English? So when we translate in other language, so what happens is the fa'il is translated first and then the fa'il. So this is the sequence we need to remember. It's very important. When you're reading Arabic, you always look fa'il after the fa'il, and when you translate, you always mention the fa'il first and then the fa'il. Similar thing for the na'at and man'ut, where the man'ut comes first and na'at comes later. But when we translate it to any other language, the na'at is mentioned first and man'ut comes next. So if you remember this, it'll be easy for us to look for the fa'il and translate it correctly, so we don't make any mistakes, inshallah. So if I say here dhahaba, so what are we looking? We're looking at the fa'il and fa'il. So fa'il is not attached to the verb, that means it's mustatir, and it is taqdiruhu huwa. So how do we translate? We say he went. So he is the fa'il and went is the fa'il. So fa'il and fa'il comes. So if we say dhahabtu, so where is the fa'il here? So we can see tu is attached to dhahab. Dhahab is the fa'il, tu is fa'il. But when we translate, we say tu means ana, I went. So I went. Dhahabu. So here waw represents hum, means they. So they went. So that is a male. The waw represents the male, and this alif is a spelling rule to protect the verb in a sentence. And dhahabat, again this ta is not a fa'il because we got the full proper verb. Dhahaba is here. This ta just to represent is a ta'u tanis, is a feminine. So we can look for the fa'il. It can be mawjud. If it is not, then it is mustatir. So how do we translate it? She went. So if we say dhahabna, so again we can see here dhahab, when there is a sukoon, that means the fa'il is attached. This noon and niswa represents hunna, means they, female. So they went. We would translate they went. So this is how we look in Arabic. You look fa'il and fa'il, and when we translate and when you're trying to understand, we translate the fa'il first and then the fa'il. So going to our ad-darsul rabi'. So lesson number 4. So ar-rabi' is the ordinal number. Rabi'un, when you have al, become ar-rabi'u. Ad-darsu ar-rabi'u, 4th lesson. Naat man'ud. So we translate naat first and then man'ud. So it's 4th lesson. So discussion between Yusuf and Ibrahim. So Yusuf is uncle. He is a maternal uncle. That means in Urdu we call it as Mamu, is brother of mother. Okay, whereas in Arabic, so Mamu is called Khal. So that's the difference here. So we should not get confused. So in Arabic, the brother of mother is called Khal. So Yusuf is telling to Ibrahim, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So Ibrahim replies back, Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. So we're going to do this later on. So, but Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bika means I welcome you, basically. Okay. Ya khali. So look here. Ya khali. So what we got here? We got ya is harf nida, and we got khali is a munada. That means khalu. And because of ya mutakallim, it becomes khali, and ya is mudaf ilayhi. So khalu is munada wa huwa mudaf, and ya is mudaf ilayhi. So it says kaifa haluka. So how are you? So it says la'allaka bi khair. So evidence la'alla is ismu min akhwatu inna. So remember, if you say inna, it has got 5 sisters: inna, anna, ka'anna, laita, lakinna, la'alla. So la'alla. So what we're looking for ism la'alla and khabar la'alla. So ism is ka, mansubun, and bi khair is jar majrur shibu jumla khabar la'alla. Okay, so la'allaka bi khair. So I hope you are good. So he's telling this to his uncle. And his uncle says, Alhamdulillah. So all praise to Allah. Aina abuka. So here we need to see a few things here. So whenever there is a question which noun ends like mudaf ilayhi is ka, and there's a question, this ka is turned into ya when you answer. Like for example, say abuka, aina abuka, then you will reply as abi. So this ka will become turned into ya, which represents ana. So if it is kum, then it becomes nana. If you say aina abukum, then it'll say abuna. So when you reply, you'll say abuna. Same thing, aina akhuka, then you say akhi. So when you reply, so ka will turn into ya. So this abu, we know it's min al asma'ul khamsa. So alamatu rafa al wa'u. So this represents, when it becomes mudaf, then waw becomes the sign of marfu. So it says aina abuka, where is your father? Ya Ibrahimu. Ya Ibrahimu, where is your father? So Ibrahim says dhahaba. See, now we're using the fa'il. So jumlatul fa'iliya, looking for fa'il and fa'il. So the fa'il is dhahaba, which means he went, and looking for fa'il, so is mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. So how do we translate? We translate he went. Dhahaba ila suq, ila suqi. So to the market or to the shopping complex. So he went to the shopping mall. So this dhahaba, the fa'il can be mawjood or it can be mustatir. So we can also say dhahaba abi. So here, if you're telling, so always we translate the fa'il first. So what is the fa'il here? Is abu is fa'il and ya is mudaf ilayhi. So together it becomes my father. So when we translate, it says my father went. Here we are saying he went. So there's a difference here, how we construct the sentence. So the fa'il can be mawjood. If it is mawjood, so we mention that name first and then the fa'il. So dhahaba ila suq or dhahaba abi ila suq. So both will be right. So then Yusuf says, wa aina ummuka. See, wa aina ummuka. So where is your mother? So mother is a feminine here. So we have to use what type of verb? So you use a feminine verb. So feminine for here is dhahabat. Dhahabat. So it says dhahabat ila khalati. Right. So we know khala, khalu means the brother of mother, and khalat is sister of mother. Okay. So khalati is khalati plus ya mutakallim. Okay. It is harf jar ila ism majrur wa huwa mudaf ya mutakallim. So to my khala, khalati Zainaba. So what is Zainaba here? Zainaba is badal for khalati because it can be substituted. So it is just represent, it's mentioning the same, the name of khala, so that becomes a badal. So dhahabat, so ummi, so you can also say, see, dhahabat ummi. So my mother went, or you can say she went. So my mother went ila khalati Zainaba. So Yusuf says, wa aina ikhwatuka. So now we're getting ikhwatu. Ikhwatu is plural for akhun, is brothers. So where are your brothers? So now we again have to use the proper fa'al. So Ibrahim says, Zahabu. So we're telling Zahabu. So waw represents whom, and that goes to Yadullu ala ikhwatu. Okay. And here also, so Zahabu is fa'al and waw is the fa'il. So here's the fa'il. So how do we say? They went. So waw represents whom. So we say they went ilal jami'ati. It's jar majrur. So here we shouldn't make a confusion here. Sometimes what happens is we say Zahabu ikhwati. We can't say Zahabu ikhwati because waw already is fa'il. We can't have two fa'ils in a fa'il. So if we have to say like Zahabat ummi, so if you want to say, or Zahaba abi, in the plural form, you have to use like Zahaba ikhwati. My brothers went. So that is how we can say, but you can't say Zahabu ikhwati. So that will be wrong. So my brother went to the university. So again, the uncle is asking, so aina akhawatuka. See, akhawatu is muannath. It's plural for ukht. And your sister, and so we use the proper fa'al again, zahabna. See, for ikhwatun we use zahabu, and for akhawatu we use zahabna. So zahab is fa'al, and noon niswa, it represents hunna. So how do we translate? They went ilal madrasati. So they went to school. So the brother went to the college, university, and they went to school, the sisters. Ama dhahabta ilal madrasatil yawma. So we're going to analyze here. So we know a is harf istifham. So what is this ma? This ma is a harf nafis, it's a particle of negation. So if we don't have a, and it is used for, the ma is used for past tense. So if you ask like hal zahabta ila suq al yawm, did you go to the shopping complex today? If you want to say no, I didn't go, so you say ma zahabtu. So you're negating, you say ma zahabtu. So ma is used for the past tense. So when you have a, means ama zahabta means didn't you go. It's like alaysa kazalik, is it not like that? So where you have a question with a negation. So we can ask azahabta ilal madrasatil yawm, that means you're telling did you go to madrasa today? And now if you're telling did you not go, that means ama zahabta ilal madrasati. The same thing when you have negation in a question, then if you want to say yes, we just don't say naam or la. So we know a has naam or la, but when you have a negation after that, then you use bala. Instead of naam, we use bala. So you say yes, indeed. Zahabtu, I went. Zahab is fa'il, tu is fa'il. So I went. Wa raja'tu. See, I went and I returned. Raja is again fa'il and tu is fa'il. I went and returned ba'ada. So what is ba'ada? Is zarf. And what comes after zarf is mudaf ilayhi. So badal, hissatil. And what is this ula? So we know this is one of the ordinal numbers. It is for feminine. So hissa is a period with ta marbuta is feminine. So we use a feminine na'at. So we don't see any sign of kasra because al-hissati is mudaf ilayhi is majroor. However, because ula is ending with alif maksura, it doesn't have a regular vowel signs. So we're going to learn later. So here it says zahabtu wa raja'tu ba'dal hissatil ula. So I went and I returned after the first period. See, we have to transfer the naat first and then man'ud. It's mudaf ilayhi, naat, and that's wrong. So Yusuf, it says limaza raja'ta. See, limaza. We have learned before in book 1 this maza means what. So say maza fa'alt, maza katabta. So what are you doing, what are you writing? So if you say put harf jar li and maza, then it becomes Why? So why did you return? لماذا رجعت? Why did you return? So again, raja is the fa'il and ta is anta. This is the fa'il. So Ibrahim says, raja'atu, I returned, li'annani. So raja is fa'il, tu is fa'il. So what is li'annani? So we're going to learn li'annani. Li'annani is constructed using harf jar li and anna. So we know Anna is min akhwatu inna. So inna has got 5 sisters. Is Anna, inna, anna, ka'anna, laita, lakinna, la'alla. So we have done 3 before. We've done ka'anna. It looks as if. We've done lakinna, which means but, and la'alla, hope or fear. So now we got Anna. So we know this inna and akhwatu inna, they've got ism mansoob and khabar marfu, ism and khabar. So inna means that, anna means that, sorry. And when we add harf li, so it becomes li anna. So what is li anna means? Li anna means because. So it becomes because. So we don't say li anna as akhwatu inna. We just the anna is akhwatu inna. So again here you're looking for ism and khabar. And like inna, Lord, the 14 pronouns can be attached to it, like innahu, innahuma. So li'anna can also have 14 pronouns. So in the way like li'annahu, because he, li'annahuma, because they both, li'annahum, li'annaha, li'annahuma, li'annahunna, li'annaka means because you, li'annakuma, li'annakum because you all, li'annaki feminine, li'annakuma, li'annakunna, li'annani. See, li'annani. So this noon we're going to learn. There's a name for this called noon vikaya. We're going to learn later. So we can say either li'annani or li'anni. So ya mutakallim, because I. And same thing li'annana or li'anna. So both will be correct. So here the sentence is telling because I. So you say rajatu, I returned because I. Ya is ismu anna. So we're looking mansoob and looking for the khabar marfu, which is maridun. So why it is indefinite? Because khabar one word is indefinite. So raja'tu li'annani, because I was sick, marid. So Yusuf is telling la ba'asa. See, la ba'asa. So what is la ba'asa? La ba'asa means, basically it means no problem, or more precisely it means may no harm come to you. So we're going to learn about this construction in later on in the lessons. It's very beautiful, but just remember to translate. La ba'asa means no problem or may no harm come to you. So here he's asking a question. See, we just asking with harf istifham ah. There is no ma here. So if only ah, then we know the answer will have naam or la. He's saying azahabta ila tabib. Did you go to doctor? So if you had to put a harf negation, so how do we say? Ama zahabta ila tabib, didn't you not go to the doctor? But here he's just asking azahabta, did you go to the tabib? Did you go to the doctor? So Ibrahim just say naam. So we just use naam zahabtu. Yes, I went. So this is the end of conversation between Yusuf and Ibrahim. We're just going to answer some questions from the dars. So say Aina zahaba Abu Ibrahim. Where did? See, now we're looking for fa'il and fa'il. This is very beautiful here to understand the fa'il. So fa'il here is zahaba and fa'il is, see, Abu is we're looking for a sign of marfu. So waw is the sign of marfu. So Abu is fa'il, wa huwa mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. So we know Ibrahimu is a diptot, mamnu' min as-sarf. So it will be not Ibrahimi, it will be Ibrahima. So Aina dhahaba Abu Ibrahima. So Abu is the fa'il. So how do we answer? We can say he went, or we can say the father of Ibrahim went. So here we will say he went. So dhahaba ila suq, he went to the suq. So Aina dhahabat. So again we have to look for the fa'il here. See this sentence here, this taw tanisi. So fa'il can be mustatir or mawjud. So we have to look for the sign of marfu. Say ummuhu, his mother. Where did his mother go? So we can say, again, we can say his mother went, or we can just say she went. So we'll say she went, which means ذهبت إلى خالته. See, إلى harf jar. So ذهب we know always comes with إلى. ذهب إلى خالته. خالتي is ism majroor wa huwa mudaf, and he is mudaf ilahi. Why do we say he? Because it's coming kasra. So instead of saying who, we say he just for the phonetics reason. And Zainaba is the badal for khalat. So mata raja'a Ibrahim min al madrasa. When did he return? So we know he returned. Raja'a badal hissatil ula. See, he returned after first lesson or first period. So we're going to answer these questions whether they are right or wrong from the dars. So Ibrahim ibn Ukht Yusuf. See, ibn Ukhti Yusufa. So Ibrahim is son, then you can mudaf, and we have got Ukhti is mudaf ilahi, wa huwa mudaf, and Yusufa is again mudaf ilahi. Why is Yusufa? Because it is diptoed. So is it the right sentence? It is right because Ibrahim is the son of Yusuf's sister. So that's right. Is Yusuf Ammu Ibrahim? Ammu means paternal uncle. Is his paternal uncle? Now we know he is brother of mother, his maternal uncle. So it is wrong. So Akhawat Ibrahim. See again here. Mudaf ilahi. Diptoed. We have Mamnu min sarf ending with fatha. Akhawatu Ibrahim. Ibrahim's sisters. Dhahabna. See, Noon Niswa, this Noon represent Akhwatu Ibrahim. Ilal Maktabati. Did he go to Maktaba? No, they went to Madrasa. That's wrong. Ikhwatu means brothers. Ikhwatu Ibrahim against Mudaf ilayhi. Zahabu, they went. So this Jumlatul Ismiya coming as a Fa'iliya coming as a Khabar. Wow is the Fa'il. They went. Brothers of Ibrahim, they went to Jamia. So that's correct. They went to Jamia. So that's the end of lesson. It's a long lesson, but a lot of concepts. So we can understand each and every word and sentence in this. Alhamdulillah. So inshallah we continue our next class with a new concept. Assalamu alaikum.